Aguaba. Welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony. This is my wife Ayo. We're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
And in this video, we have started the process of house hunting. So we are taking you inside 4 homes to see what the rental market looks like here in Africa. So let's get this video started. All right, so we have been on the house hunt and it's been kind of fun. I don't know, are you having fun?
Not really. Not really. Just,
Aww. Are you having fun driving to the houses?
Yes, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting to see what is available and what the price ranges are.
Yeah.
And I think kind of trying to align what's on the market and what we had in mind. So we have been working with an agent here in Ghana to find a rental. And I think that has made it a little bit easier. You know, it's kind of hard to navigate here in terms of finding property if you are unfamiliar with the area and unfamiliar with people that you can connect with. So we've been working with an agent and there is an agent fee. So I want to make sure that for those of you guys who are thinking about working with an agent, you are aware that to go out and see the houses, you're going to pay between 50 and 60 CDs for kind of like a day of house shopping.
Right.
But then when you get ready to close the deal, you need to be ready to pay up to 10% of your total rental amount to the agent as a fee. And they divide that between however many agents supported you. So if there was a showing agent and a viewing agent, so I don't know how they do all of that, but they divide it up between themselves.
Right.
But remember, that amount is negotiable. So just like everything else in Ghana, try to see what deal you can get.
Get the best price you can.
Yeah, I mean, other than working with an agent, like what would you do?
Yeah, you just drive around and look for places that, you know, are for rent. And, you know, the problem with that is, you know, you don't know who you're talking to on the other end of the phone, if it's, you know, a scammer or somebody just threw up a for rent sign on a house. And,
totally could be that.
You know, the security going with an agent, you know, really goes a long way in not losing any money.
Yeah, so you've liked working with an agent.
Yeah, absolutely. I think after they got a feel of the first couple of houses that we said no to and let them know why, I think they got on track to more houses that were
what we were looking for. Yeah,
right,
totally. Yeah. Well, so, and we had a very specific thing that we were kind of searching for. We wanted to be in the Tema area as close to my dad as possible. So that kind of limited what area we could look into. We also wanted to keep our budget kind of friendly.
Money was an issue. We didn't want to overpay for something.
Yeah, I think at first they were like, Americans, $2,000 a month. And we're like,
we're not trying to do that.
No, can you go for like 2,000 CDs a month? Because that's what I have in my budget line. So that was kind of where we started. But then you wanted to make sure that we self-compounded. I know that was a big thing. And for those of you who don't know what self-compounding means,
that's you're just in a place by yourself with no one else around you. No upstairs, downstairs, or side-by-side duplexes. You are the person inside on that lot. Yeah,
so inside of your fence line, it's just you.
It's just you.
So self-compounding was a thing. I was thinking that we would be, it would benefit us to have a boys' quarters.
Right.
And a boys' quarters is just a secondary housing building on your same plot that is very simple and basic, but if you have house help or if you have people who are coming in and out to do any kind of servicing on the grounds, that's kind of their area. So they're using that restroom, the shower, there's bedrooms there too. It just depends on how complex you want to make it depending on your needs. So if you have like a night security person or if you've got house help or if you've got yard help, all of those things, boys' quarters.
Yeah.
So we kind of were looking for something like that.
Yeah, we were really hoping to find a place for the boys' quarters.
Yeah, so the very first place that we looked at had an upstairs, downstairs. And I don't think you liked that one.
No. That was a place that had a really great view, and that was
Yeah.
about all that it had that I could say was great.
Aw, it was nice.
It
Everything
was nice,
inside.
but
For me, it was really big.
yeah, it was too big.
I was like,
Too
so yeah. So I
And
think,
there was no green space for the
No.
boys. No grass. So
No
That
grass.
was an issue.
yeah. So there. I mean, and I think like what you said was right. Like after the first couple of houses that they showed us, they started to understand what we were
Right.
kind of looking for. And the very first couple that we saw were gigantic to me.
Hmm.
I felt like who's gonna clean all this and who's gonna it's
Yeah.
just too much space. So we did want to get something that was a little bit smaller. But what are some other things that you do have to think about when it comes to trying to find an agreement between, like trying to get that thing that you want in your house? Like I think you already have to know if you are looking for something that is furnished
Yeah.
versus something that's unfurnished.
With appliances,
Yes.
you want to look at the security of the building itself. Make sure it has some type of safeguard around the gate area, the outside fence. Either it's barbed wire or the broken glass that they use to keep people from getting over the gate. You want to see if it has a alarm system. And
Electric fence.
yeah,
even.
electric fence and lighting, outside lighting. You want to make sure that the compound is well lit.
Absolutely. And you can't really like judge a book by its cover. So you can't go to a house and kind of look at the neighborhood and be like, well, this is a safe neighborhood or this is a not safe neighborhood based
Right.
on appearance. Because I don't think that that's a really, like in the
No.
States, I think that works a little
Yeah,
more, but
but
here,
it's more protect yourself, and
right. So whatever happens in your wall.
will. Yeah, hopefully your neighbors will be on the lookout for you as well.
Yeah. So another thing that we were looking for too was we wanted to be in close proximity to things. We wanted to be able to walk from where we were to grab something to
eggs
eat. Yes.
or some fruit or vegetables from a local
Right.
vendor. So that was important that even we can send our son out
Right.
to walk to the market and get something. So that was important that we had at least a vendor close.
Yeah, and that there was a walkability factor too. Like I said, we wanted to be closer to my dad, so it would be great if we could walk to his house. And I mean, we're able to walk a good distance. I mean, like we can walk pretty good. You walk further than that. But
Yeah.
20, 25-minute walk would still be like on the outside, still
Right.
okay. So those are all things. But another thing to really think about as you're looking for a place to live is internet and telephone and cable accessibility.
Right.
So
You want to make sure that the house you're moving into does have telephone services available.
Yes.
And
because if they have phone service, that's how you get the
Internet.
better internet.
Right.
Right now we're using the little MiFi box, like a little portable Wi-Fi unit, and
Yeah. It's okay, but
okay.
it has its limits.
Yeah, like right around 5 devices, it's like, okay, now no one uses the internet. So no, that doesn't work.
Right.
And I still haven't been able to stream Netflix or anything with it. I tried the other day. It was not very successful. I got a little YouTube, but nothing else. Like on the TV box. So, if you can find a place that has telephone service nearby or is wired for telephone, you can get the better internet, which is important if you work online or just like to have good internet access. Another thing to think about is if the house is prepaid or if it's billed.
Right. For electric.
Yeah, that's been really hard to find places that aren't prepaid.
Right. Most of the places that we've looked at have been prepaid, and we really wanted something that was billed. So, we're not running out of energy or electricity and having to run to the electric place to get the car charged. So that was important.
Yeah, and I know when we put the prepay system was one of the things that we didn't like in the 10 things we hated about Ghana.
Right.
People were really upset. They were like, no, it's bill now. You can just get a bill. Man, we looked at 4 houses and all of them were prepay. So I think, I don't know if
that's
just
more common than
the
building.
But if that is a thing for you, then you are definitely going to want to ask about that as you're looking through houses. So something else for you to consider. And then the last thing I think you have to consider too is the maintenance of the lot.
Right.
There are a lot of people who just tile the whole thing.
Right, right. And for us, what we've seen, no green space, and our boys want to get out and run and play soccer and get out there. So it just nothing we've seen so far was really suitable for what we're looking for. We know it's out there, but like Io said, there's a lot of people just tiling the outdoor area.
Yeah, I'm still envious of the one house that we saw that has actually laid AstroTurf for their entire yard and then landscaped with flowers. I was like, huh, oddly genius. But it's just one of those things that you want to kind of have in mind as you're going ahead and doing your house hunt. So we're going to go ahead and roll some of the inside footage of the 4 houses that we looked through so far to let you guys see what we saw. And when we come back, we will talk about the prices of the homes that we are showing you.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
So those were 4 house tours of properties that were for rent here in the Tema area, but I don't think any of them worked for us.
Nope. If we could take a little bit of each one and piece them together and throw some grass out there, we'd have something. But
yeah,
I think just looking for us, there's something specific we're looking for. So when we find it, we'll know.
Well, so if you liked any of these houses, the budget line for these were about, each of them were about $800 to $850 US, which translates to about, what is that, like 4,100
right
to
CDs.
4,200 CDs.
Yeah.
And that was almost double what I had budgeted.
Right.
You think I was totally off in the budget though, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
Not totally off, but you know.
I think they see us coming and they...
Yeah. And what was weird was we saw some houses that, I mean, for what they were asking, it was like, you gotta be joking.
Yeah.
And then to see another house for the same price, that you're like, wow, this is a really good bargain.
Right.
So the prices were just all over the place.
Completely.
And you know, it's a challenge. It definitely is to find the right place for us.
Yeah, and I think there was a little bit of expat pricing.
Right.
I feel like they thought that we wanted a certain kind of size and stature to the place that we wanted to live in, and we're really like, we're a little more simple than that, and we are looking for a Ghanaian type home, not necessarily an executive expat palace. Like, that's just too much house. The boys loved running through there from the ball. But just for us, it was like too much. It's just too big. So that's how we felt about all of these houses. The one with the outdoor landscaping, though, they did a beautiful job. Like, can we have that? That's the one piece I definitely want to pull out. I love that.
Outside landscaping.
Man, that was so nice.
Yeah.
With grass.
Yeah.
With some grass. So the process here is going to continue because we did not find exactly what we were looking for this week. So we will keep going. Hopefully by next week we will have a place so that we can get out of our temporary housing and move in.
It's coming to an end real fast, so we gotta pull the trigger real soon.
So keep your fingers crossed for us. All right, y'all, comment below and let us know which house was the one that you liked best. Was it house number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? We're totally going to turn this into an HGTV episode of like, Ghana House Hunters. Yeah, right? So house number 1, 2, 3, or 4, which did you like the best? I'm just curious to see what everybody has to say about that one.
Yeah, I know people probably like, oh, I would have got that one.
Yeah.
Is that still available? So.
Maybe. Oh, and if you want to connect with the agent that we're working with, we will leave their information in show notes. You can also find that on our website at expatlifeghana.com. Under the Partners tab, we'll go ahead and list the agent that we worked with there if you want to connect. I mean, I think he did a really good job of kind of like...
Yeah, I think after, you know, the third house, he was like, okay, I get you now. I know what you want. So.
Yeah, so it did get better. I thought he was very adaptive in figuring out exactly what we were looking for. So I'll leave that information for you guys so that you can connect if that's something that you need to do. And he told us that he also does, not only does rentals, but does home purchases and land purchases.
So.
Yes, so definitely something to keep in mind if rentals are not your thing.
And you want to buy, or you want to buy to build.
Then they can still help you out and get all of that done. So definitely something good to know. We will continue our house hunt next week.
See you then. Charlie out for now.
I don't know about that one. Oh, you know what? They keep writing Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to tell them what Charlie is?
Charlie! You're not Charlie, you're Charlie!
All right, y'all, so I did it again.